Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Friendly Talk with Osayo Kiyomi, a place where we keep talking so that we can keep growing. It is important to express yourself. It is important to be understood. It is important to listen when others talk. It is important not to bottle things up. Still on this topic of red flag, we're going to be throwing more light. And our guest today will be speaking to us from Canada. She is Mrs. Temitope Olopade, a mother of two lovely boys. She's a global business specialist and she's been married for 12 years. Mrs. Temitope, I want you to speak to us on why do people ignore red flags? Now, in our last video, we established the fact that red flags are not your enemies, but they are warning signs that you need to pay attention to. But why do people still ignore red flags? Don't pay attention to it, don't say anything about it, and just jump into marriage. Please, can you speak to that for us?
Hi everyone, thank you once more for joining us today on this series of red flag. And I'll say thank you to my beautiful host, Messiah. Thank you for this opportunity one more time. So the first question you've asked me is why do people ignore red flags and still get married? In my opinion, I would say people really go ahead for some summary. Fear, feelings, and pressure. Those are the things that I will summarize it as. And it's really killing a lot of people. There's the fear of starting over again, starting afresh. The fear of what if. That what if is really killing a lot of people in the society. What if not? What if not? But the fear of some people would rather manage a known problem than face the fear of being single again, starting again. They're feeling exhausted, especially after investing a lot of time. You've invested money, emotions, a lot of things. You just feel like, I'm not sure I can do this again. I'm not sure I want to start again. Speaking about emotional attachment, some people just feel like love can actually blow judgment, if you know what I mean. Love can actually blow judgment. When feelings are strong, logics, I'm telling you, irrespective of whatever it is that you feel, would not be valid, would just be weak. You just feel like whatever it is, like I really don't care. I love him. That's it. And people just try to like convince themselves over and over. You just feel like, no, yes, it's good enough. You just make reasons in your head. She's good enough. You're just trying to like find validation within yourself, like, okay, I really want to do this because of this. But in your innermost mind, you know that, bro, this is a red flag. Sis, this is a red flag. But you just still choose to go ahead. You feel like they would change. Marriage will fix it. It's not that bad. But marriage does not fix character. It only reveals it. And there's also the pressure from family, the age pressure, the church pressure, the social media pressure. Sometimes the fear of what will people say is louder than the one inside. You just feel like, people just feel like, oh, I'm not doing this enough, or I'm a bad person, I'm this and that. But unfortunately, in the reality and in the real issues of life, people's opinion don't matter. It is what you feel is right that should be done. And low self-worth sometimes ruins a lot of things. Thank you.
Thank you too, Temitope, for the beautiful response to that question. Fear, feelings, pressure. Can you trade your peace and joy in this life for those three things? I'm sure your answer is no. Please don't ignore red flags. Act, do something, go for counsel, talk about it. And if it's a deal breaker for you, it is better than suffering. You said something. You said marriage don't fix character. Marriage reveals character. I have heard people say things like, he will change, I'll marry him, he will change. Oh, she will change. I want you to speak to why it is important not to ignore red flags.
Thank you once more. Okay, so going by the next question, why it is important not to ignore red flags. Okay, like I from what we said earlier, the honest reality is in the recent red flags don't disappear after marriage. Sometimes they actually multiply. So now, why is it important that you do not ignore red flags? Red flags, as we all know, sometimes are warning signs that can actually turn to future pains. You understand? They could be red flags don't usually turn to green. So it could actually turn to future pain. So what I'll say is this: what you tolerate while dating will only become stronger in marriage. So marriage does not change the character. Like I said earlier, it only amplifies it. If someone is disrespectful, dishonest, controlling, inconsistent before marriage, those patterns rarely disappear. They actually deepen because that's actually their character that's actually coming out gradually. So, ignoring red flags can lead to emotional stress, can actually lead to uh, loss of self worth, instability, and I would say long term regret. Because if you ignore it, it is only you that would actually cry in your closet later, like, oh, had I known, I shouldn't have. Many people don't leave marriages because of what started after the wedding. No, they leave because of what they ignored before they got married. I don't know if that makes sense, but I would say red flags are not there to scare you, they are there to protect you. Pay attention early so you don't suffer. That's what I would say. Because if you pay attention to them early enough, you might know that can I actually deal with this? Is this something I feel I can actually live with or not? Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me. You have said so much. Pay attention early so that you will not suffer. Pay attention and do something about red flags. Don't ignore it. That's all I can say for now. Mrs. Temitope Olopade, any final advice for us still on this topic of red flags?
Absolutely. On a final note, I would say a word for my singles, beautiful ones that are planning to get married. Absolutely. I would say do not let the desires to be married silence your discernment. Don't let it, because your discernment really goes a long way. Marriage is too important to enter blindly. That's it. Take your time. Ask hard questions. Be factual. Observe patterns very well. If something is consistently making you uncomfortable, don't ignore. Do not ignore. Just because you're afraid of losing the relationship, it's better to delay marriage than to endure preventable pains. Choose peace over pressure. Choose clarity over chemistry. Choose character over charm. Because that peace, that pressure you want to choose over peace, it's going to bring pain tomorrow. That chemistry you want to choose, that butterflies you want to choose over clarity, is going to come on you tomorrow. And that's, oh, she's gorgeous, he's handsome, he's this, is that, she's this, she's that. It's going to hurt you tomorrow. So it's better to have that spirit of discernment. That discernment says a lot. And for the married people, if you ignored red flags and now you're seeing the consequences, don't lose up, but face reality. Healthy change requires honesty, requires accountability, and sometimes counseling. Do not normalize dysfunction nowadays. Do not ignore dysfunctionalities. Work on issues intentionally. And don't be afraid to seek help. If you feel like this thing is taking its toll, I think we really need help. The thing is, accountability helps a lot in marriage. Just for you to admit and you just feel like, oh, I think this is my fault. I admit, I apologize, I want to make change, I am sorry. Then that is it. The ability because some things happen and some people just feel like they know they're at fault, they know it's wrong, but they just choose like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna say sorry. I and that thing becomes a pain in the other person's heart. So accountability and honesty helps a lot. So I would say on a final note that red flags are not your enemies, they are warning signs. Love is not blind. Love should be wise. The right relationship will not require you to shrink your standard. Yeah. It will not require you to shrink your standard, no, or silence your intuition. It only helps you to get better. And thank you once more for this opportunity. See you sometimes later. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much once again for thanking us, and thank you for the opportunity of sharing with us. We hope to see you soon. We hope to talk with you soon again. Thank you for those final words. So, to my own final words, when your car is faulty, you call a mechanic. When you have any repair to be done in the house, you call the appropriate person, either a plumber or you call an electrician or whatever the case may be. But why is it that when your marriage needs like counseling, or maybe you need to go and talk to somebody, why do we cover it up? Why don't we speak up? For those that are yet to be married, please, when you notice these red flags, say something about it. Talk about it. See a counselor. Pray. See your pastor. Do something. Don't ignore it. And if it is not workable, if it's a deal breaker, it is better than for you to trade that for your future. Now, for those that are in it already, for one reason or the other, again, I will say, go for counseling. Don't be quiet. Don't cover. This is very important. Don't cover it up and die in silence. Speak up. Go for counseling. Cry out for help, because something can still be done. Thank you so much for listening. Till we come your way again soon. Bye for now.